We're joined by Pacific Lutheran University. They just won Game 11 of the 2012 NCAA Division III Softball National Championship. We're joined by head coach Aaron Van Nostrand, left fielder Montessa Califano, first baseman Amanda Hall, and pitcher Stacy Hagenson. Coach, comments from you about today's game?
Oof, it was exhausting. I'm really excited. We talked about in the huddle about every team that wants to go to a national championship has a game like that where they just got to scratch and claw. Their kid is really good. Their pitcher is really, really good. And give your hats off to her because she battled the whole time, and she's tough. She's really, really tough. And we just found a way to get it done.
Amanda, let's start with you. 2 nights in a row, big hits. Last night it was a big old home run. Today it's a easy base hit up the middle. Talk a little bit about what you're feeling in those situations here, because now the second time in a row, you've got to be comfortable with it now, right?
Yeah, I just went up there, and I had been successful in my past few at-bats, and so I just went up there looking for something I could drive, and hopefully I was looking for something to drive either up the middle or to the right side to score the runner.
And Montessa, ever been intentionally walked twice in a game before?
No.
What was working for you tonight that they didn't really want to give you pitches? Obviously, some of the situations called for it to get some force situations, but then also you had 3 hits tonight. What was working for you?
After that first at-bat, I got a little words of wisdom. But, if you go up there thinking too much, it's a bad idea. Step in the box, thinking about nothing but see-ball, hit-ball, make it simple, and that's what I did.
And we hear all the time that speed kills, and obviously you get on there in the 12th inning, and then you take off for second. Talk a little bit about the pressure, knowing you put yourself in the defensive side, the pressure that somebody with speed, especially in a situation where it's a game-winning run situation, puts on a defense.
Speed is a threat. You got to be quick. You got to be right on. It's got to be perfect. And I guess do it. Just run fast. Get there. Really, it's just you want to. The defense wants to rush the plays. They want to make sure that you get the out, rush it. Errors happen. Mistakes happen.
Stacy, talk about that as a pitcher. If you've got somebody with speed on first base, and you know that if you let her get to second, it can create all sorts of situations. What are you thinking as a pitcher if you can put yourself in the Montclair pitcher's shoes right now?
Yeah, it's definitely in the back of your head. You know that, if they're going to steal, it has to be a perfect throw to get them out, or, if it's a ground ball anywhere, they're going to get to the next base, so you got to, you're, in the back of your head, I can't even throw a ball in the dirt because that gives them extra time. I have to strike this next girl out to try and keep them at first base. Definitely puts pressure on defense.
I think you kind of led into it. That those that are fans of baseball know pitchers can do different things, varying the ways they go to the plate, check over to first, things like that. What can you do as a pitcher in softball to try and mess with that person's timing a little bit to keep them there? Well, let's talk about your performance tonight. Another solid performance. Have you ever gone 12 innings or more in a game?
Yeah, didn't we go 12 in this alignment, or did we only go 11?
And you threw them all?
Yeah. Shutout. 11 innings a shutout.
There you go. Where's the ice on your arm right now?
I'm about to go get it.
Talk a little bit about what was working for you tonight. 8 strikeouts obviously is a good total for any game, regardless of if it's 12 innings, but you only gave up 4 hits in those 12 innings too. What was working for you against this game?
Again, we had some great defensive plays. Haley was solid at third base, and G made some great plays up the middle. Our outfield was down balls. He's always solid and short. And then just trying to, get ahead in the count, and again, keep it on the black, and then once you get ahead, try and keep it off the plate and get him to chase a little bit. So
maybe you haven't had a chance to think about it just yet, but you'll be taken to the rubber with 2 chances to win a national title tomorrow, at least starting tomorrow. What's that going to feel like for you?
It's going to be good. We've never been here before, but it's exciting, definitely. So.
Amanda, do you have at least one more big hit in you should that chance arise here in the championship game?
Yeah, I got it.
Coach, what are you looking for preparation from the team for tomorrow? Just getting ready for that first one, even though you know you have another one in the bag if you need it. How do you keep the team away from thinking about that game?
They know we can't play Tuesday. I have to get to Boston for my wedding. So it's not even an option. We've already talked about it. Talked about it on the bus. We cannot play Tuesday. I have to get married, and I need to get my wedding license in Boston. So we can't play Tuesday. 2
teams you can play: Roanoke College or Linfield. Obviously, you know Linfield, and you've seen Roanoke, but you haven't played against them just yet.
Or Montclair again, right?
Or Montclair again as well too. My apologies. Talk a little bit about those 3 opponents when you come into it, and what you expect to see from them, and moving forward with the 2 that you've obviously played, and the one you haven't played yet.
I don't know anything about Roanoke. They have a very good pitcher. Obviously, Montclair's pitcher is very, very talented. Linfield can hit, and they can pitch. So anybody who comes through is going to be a challenge. All three of those teams are really, really good. They're here because they're really good. So it's not going to be easy. We know that, but we'll just go out and see what we can do. It's exciting. So. But we can't play Tuesday. It's not an option.
Well, coach and players, thank you for joining me here today. Good luck tomorrow and in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're joined by Montclair State University. They just played in Game 11 of the 2012 NCAA Division III Softball Championship. We're joined by head coach Anita Kubica, third baseman Dana Amato, and pitcher Alex Hill. Coach, comments from you about today's game, please.
I am disappointed. I felt like Pacific Lutheran did a great job pressing us. They had us on the ropes a few times. We held them off. Tried to alter my offense a little bit so that we could do something productive to put another run on the board. And obviously it did not happen, and I give them credit for how they continued to put pressure on us and made us alter our game plan and some of our pitching sequencing and things like that because of their aggressive play.
Dana, after 12 innings, if you can remember all the way back to the fourth inning, Pacific Lutheran gets one in the bottom of the third, but you do what every team wants to do and come right back and get one. Have you ever hit a ball that far as you hit that home run?
I don't think so, but I was just trying to get on base and hit the ball hard, help get my team to score on.
When you were looking at the pitch going into the at-bat, you're trying to get on base, but what was the pitch that you hit, and is it something, is that where you're looking for the ball to be? Was that one of those sweet spot pitches for you?
It was inside, and I just turned my hands on it and went with it.
And then throughout the rest of the game, obviously you had several more chances to at bat, and I'm sure she was being careful with you. Did she come into that place any more times during the game, or was she a little bit more careful the rest of the way?
No, she must have stayed outside of me, and I tried to adjust and get my hands out, but...
Absolutely. And then, Alex, have you ever thrown almost 12 innings in a game before?
Probably not.
Looking at your line today, still another good line scatter, 10 hits over 11 innings pitched. As you're going through a game like this and you know that it's going to keep getting tight, where is your head as you continue on through this game and realize that you're pitching more innings than you've ever thrown before and really throwing 172 pitches, more pitches than you may have thrown before?
I kind of wasn't thinking about that. I was more thinking about how far I would go in order to win the game. Like, I could have pitched 5 more innings if that was what was needed. I really wanted to win, so I would have done it.
How fun is it to know that now you get to come back tomorrow and get another chance to make it to the NCAA championship game and another shot to play for that title here coming tomorrow afternoon?
It's definitely a good feeling knowing that we played a good team, and even though we lost to a good team, we still have the chance to come back and see them again tomorrow. So it's a good feeling.
And I think, Dana, that's kind of what I was going to ask you about. Is what is the feeling of the team right now, knowing that a little disappointed in this loss, but know that you get to get up tomorrow morning and get to get up for another game and another chance to come back out there and prove that you can be the national champion?
I think it feels great for us because we know we can have another day to play softball.
Coach, what do you do from a coaching standpoint in this situation? You try to erase this game and come forward for the next one.
I personally have not hit the reset button yet. They're with them. They know what they need to do, and from my post game, I hit the reset button with them. But in regrouping with the the opponents that are left in this tournament, I'm still kind of beating myself up a little bit because of the drop inside that should have been a ground ball, double play to the plate, this and that. But it doesn't excuse us from not putting pressure on them earlier to score a run. So we need to be better at scoring runs in 7 innings so that you don't have to play 12 with that kind of pressure on you. So that's a little bit where I am, but we are still, I've been around the national tournament a little bit, and I've seen teams come from the loser's bracket and win a national title. So I know the reality of that situation, and I've always been a proponent of opportunity, and we still have opportunity. So that I do know.
Talk a little bit about the teams that you will play first tomorrow in the 11 o'clock game. You'll either have Roanoke College for the second time in this tournament or Linfield College for the first time this year. Talk a little bit about what you may know from them and what you would expect in that first game tomorrow.
Either team's a great team to play, and I have always felt in the national tournament you have to beat the best in order to be the best. And whoever we end up playing the first game tomorrow, I think the winner of that game is going to give Pac-Lou a run for their money for the national title. So I don't think anybody left in this tournament right now is willing to roll over and hand away a national title. I think there's going to be a little bit of a fight for it.
Very good. Well, coach and players, thank you for joining us today, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.